Good morning, Brenda. JDS, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping good. Brenda, how's the weather down there? Is it hot still? Hot and steamy? Hey, Frank, or should I say Jody? When you sign in as Frank, I think maybe you're in your truck or whatever, but anyway, hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's warm. Okay, yeah. Well, it's 73 degrees here right now at 9 o'clock a.m. So I don't know. I would imagine it might get up to high 70s, maybe 80s, but I don't know for sure. So let me know if anybody comes in. I'm just over here dilly-dallying on another screen. Give me a minute, gang. You're there in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. TJ. Sorry about that. I was in the middle of doing something and I had to get it done. So oh, good. How's the weather down there? Is it hot still? Hot and steamy? Hey, Frank. So it's Saturday morning here, and it's not hot yet, but it's 73 degrees. It's sunny. So we'll see how the day goes here. Yeah, Brenda, I got two ships this morning. I just finished editing the first one and I've got another one to do. So hey, Mark White, good morning. Or good in your case, good afternoon. So, what's new with everybody? Giggles, what are you up to today? You got to work or no? Oh, are you at work now, TJ? Oh yeah, you're at work, so you're getting off at 2:30. Okay, gotcha. Well, life gets in the way sometimes. Here comes Captain Joe.
No Paul.
Good morning, Joe. Is it steamy hot down there yet?
Not yet. 76.
Oh, that's good.
It probably feels like 90. I haven't been outside. Hey, TJ, Brenda, Frank.
Frank slash
JDS.
Jody. Yeah. Giggles is at work
Hey, Jim. What's up?
till 2:30. Good morning, Jim. Morning, Jim.
I'm gonna be a little distracted while I'm talking because I'm
That's all right.
editing.
I understand because I've been distracted a little bit this morning myself too.
I got to get these pictures started. Then my editor asked me, said, "Do you have my headshots?" I went, "Oh shit, I haven't even worked on them."
Well, that happens.
It's been my leg. My leg's keeping me from doing things.
Are you still having to use the electronic on your back or?
No, actually, my back felt great yesterday.
Oh, good.
But when I sit down, it starts hurting. That's where the problem's at when I sit down.
Ah,
I went off on the football team yesterday.
you did?
Well, I did, and the coach looked at me and he went, he went, "What?" You know. I said, I said, I had about 25 retakes to do yesterday that were all people that weren't there. The trainers came in and they did theirs. They put their names down. I don't need anything but them, their names, because they don't have numbers.
Right.
But I got a sheet I put out there. It says I need your grade and I need your number and I need your name. About 18 people that I shot, they put down their grade. Nobody put down their number. Right? Now it's still in order. I should not have a problem with it.
Do they all know their numbers or do those
The
change?
number's on their shirt.
Oh, okay. So they were wearing their shirts. Okay.
Yeah, they're wearing the jerseys, and their uniforms. So I got out there when they all sitting out in the sun. I waited till they all got out in the sun. And I said, "Y'all need to listen to me." I said, I've got a sheet in there, it's got instructions on it. I said, "Y'all all high school students, you ought to be able to know what instructions are." Like that. And I said, it's got name, first name, last name. Half of y'all do it backwards. I said, it's got your grade. At least you know what grade you're in. I said, it's got your number. It's on your freaking chest. Write the bitch down. I said, it makes it a lot easier for me when I got to go back and look at your ugly mugs and try to figure who the hell you are if I don't know you. Coach was sitting there going, went like that. I said, I'm tired of telling y'all to do this stuff, and every time I got to go back and figure out who the hell you are if I don't know you. I said, it takes me more time than I want to spend on it.
Well,
And then
another solution would be to print off all their pictures like on one mat and then hand it to the coach and say, write the numbers down.
coach won't do it. Coach will do it, but it's not the coach's job to do it.
No, it isn't. But I'm saying is, if it gets to that point, because once you do it once, you can bet the coach will make sure they do it right the next time, because he has to do it.
No, no, he's already told me because we sit down and go over the pictures every once in a while. Like yesterday, after this, I went there and just ran through it with him just on it. I said, just make sure I'm in order. And he said, yeah, you're in order. So I was right. But we were there because I actually have them in order. So when I went over them last night, it was no problem. But that's not the point.
Yep.
And then I had to go do meet the skippers last night. It was at 6:30. I told him, I said, tell them to stop on the M face me, I'll shoot the picture. I'm not gonna be standing up. They're not gonna be looking for me. I had a chair sitting right there, rolling chair. I stood up for the first ones came in, and I sat down for the rest. Because I didn't feel like standing up 45 minutes having to shoot pictures of people.
So your leg is healing?
It's taking its sweet time.
But you said your shoulders feels a lot better.
No, my shoulders is the one that's hurting the most.
Oh,
It's
really?
hurting right now. I'm gonna have to talk to Dr. Blessy. That's the orthopedic guy. And he's gonna have to probably look at it.
Yeah, you might have some kind of an issue.
Well, I got an issue. I can tell you what it is. Probably the rotator cuff on the inside. I probably damaged it when I hit it because it's all right here.
Ah,
I can do this. That's it. That's it.
you can't go over your head, huh?
I can't do that. I can go about right here.
Well, what's the solution? Do they have to operate or what?
Probably. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna get him to do a shot in it first. It just might just need time, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like when I do this, right there. It's right here. When I do that, it pops. It goes pop, pop, pop. Let's see. Nope. I got something out of place right here. And it could be something out of place.
Yeah.
I would love to pop it back if it is. Because this is the one I broke back in Marine Corps. The
Okay.
collarbone. Broke the collarbone right here. Because boy, when I rolled and hit it, I was thinking, please don't break a collarbone.
Yeah, maybe the doctor's going to tell you it's due to the injury that you suffered earlier in life. Anyway, how's the V-copter doing?
It's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. I haven't done anything with it. I don't have the time right now.
Brenda says it's 81 right now, high of 90 today. Rain, and she says they need rain down there bad.
Yep. You ask Brenda every day, is it hot in Florida? Paul, it's hot in Florida. You don't have to ask her every day. You don't have to ask her that. And then they got the guys that don't know how to write their names where I can read them. I got to go find them on a schedule, on a roster. That's freshman, huh? That's a loss.
Jim says he's 84 right now, feels like 89. But that's a physical feeling. Is that the temperature, Jim, or what? Because I know you're not 84.
Here's the where the frick's the data? Konopaka. 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 Kono. It's got a P. It's got to be Paka. One name. And I got to go find it. And then the best part about this is what really gets me. This other part I got on them. I said, plus the fact that I tell you, stand in line, write your name, and then come up. So you write your name and you stand in line, let the next guy write their name, stand in line, the next guy writes their name, and he comes up, then y'all come up out of order. That's what messed me up yesterday because they didn't stay in order. That's why I had to go back and figure out whose numbers they were.
Oh, okay.
They stay in order. They don't get out of order. I don't have a problem. Because I went from 33 to 87, right? But 87 is not the next kid. The next kid is 86, then 93, then 87. So what did 87 do? You got back, you wrote the name and went over and talked to one of the girls who was standing there? Like, come on, people. And he's a 10th grader. No, he's a 12th grader. And it's a senior, too. That even makes it worse. Thank God I don't have to deal with him anymore. Coach came up to me when I was leaving meet the skippers last night. He walks over to the car and he says, thanks, man. And pats me on the back and he goes, if you need me to look at the pictures, I'll look at them again. Like that. He said, if we have any name issues. I said, I think we're good now, but I'll let you know. I asked him about the pictures we shot Saturday. I said, how's everybody like them? He said, they like them like that. I said, well, I don't like the what you call it, the group shot as much. I said, it's just the location. He said, this is good for what we use it for, like that. I said, well, next year I'm picking the location. I'll let y'all know. I said, y'all don't need to be picking a location. Let me pick a location to make y'all look better. Where's all these people here today? I thought Mark was in the chat. Where's he at?
Who knows? Who knows? They just kind of leave us hanging.
I don't see Mark. I don't see Mark in the chat. Oh, he's way back.
Yeah, it was way back.
Hey, Mark, wipe your ass and come on. Get off the toilet. I need somebody to mess with. Tell you how good my tea was this morning out of the microwave. That one mom that is the CEO of that
Yeah.
hospital, she come up to me yesterday, said I was looking good and everything like that. How was I feeling? And I don't know, but remember I told you she's recently divorced, right? She looked a lot different yesterday than she looked a month ago. It was like it's like she knows she's divorced now. She's on the market. That's what it looked like.
Really?
She was all prettied up. And I've talked to her and talked to her and talked to her. We stand next to each other. I didn't realize how short she was. She comes up to about right here on me. I was thinking, where are we going after this? Then I realized, I said, stop. Yeah, stop.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to catch yourself and say, "Hey, whoa back, whoa up a little bit."
No, it's just I'm all for it. The problem is I just don't want to deal with drama anymore in my life. I know there'd be drama. There'd be drama somehow in that relationship.
47, which is just at the southeast bend, according to the chart I have. But you gave me a time of 10:05 for that. Is that accurate? Over.
Hudson Sorber. Where the hell is he at? 10th grader.
Full zero,
He's 90. Oh, and that's the other thing.
and whatnot.
The coach changed some numbers yesterday on me too.
Based on what I've got, just want to make sure because we have that test coming up now.
See, I would have said the way he wrote his name, I'd have said SORBOR. It's SORTOR. Then I had a mom say, "You spelled his name wrong." Tell him to write his name right. You know. Yeah, the more I do this year, the more I'm thinking, boy, come on, Marine Corps, come up with that money so I can get out of this.
Well, they sure
But
keep you strung out. They've been telling you for a year you're going to get the money.
no, they told me again, Paul. They told me last year it'd be this year between July and what you call it, and the end of the year. That's what they said. Because they had to do it. They were doing something different completely. I'll do this training. What's the matter? It is Mark White. He wiped his ass.
Really interesting to your point about harnessing kind of morale and that energy among Democrat voters statement. I mean, if you look at the
What's up, Mark?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Paul. I'm just coming on for a bit. I'm waiting for my sister to come round. We're going to do some work on the allotment today.
I was thinking you might have had some bad curry last night, and you couldn't wipe your ass.
No, I just had a chick butty last night.
Here comes Justin.
Oh Lord, I could go now. So,
That was weird.
what's weird?
And then Zoom like didn't come up in the window like it normally does.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty, I was so pissed. So after I got off the live stream last night. I forgot there was a we were having an event in the server last night. We were doing racing up the mountain. But I did record it, so I'll be putting a video out of it.
They did a big event to try to, and also to show, that there is actually
Because when I clicked on the live event thing, it said it was today, not yesterday.
struggled with
I thought it was today.
leverage, at least when it comes to lawmaking. I mean, they weren't able to stop the public beautiful go.
Well, I already know I got this name wrong.
They've been able to generate, they haven't really been able to.
It looks like Lampbell. That's what it looks like. It's Campbell. How about that? It could be CAM. What the shit? I can't tell if that's a freaking C or no.
They're not, that doesn't suffice for them. And they
I'm gonna go with the C.
they can use to.
She's a new girl. I don't know who she is. She's 10th grade. One of the new trainers. And meet the skippers last night. You ready for this? 247 people. But that was also between the Spinnakers, the dance team doing their little deals. So I shot that too. But I had 247 pictures just right there. Hey, Justin, my leg gave me fits yesterday.
Why? What happened?
Well, I was out in the sun, so I was out in the heat. And then I was finished at 4:30. At 4:30, I was finished. And then I came home real quick, ate real quick, went right back because I had to be back for 6:30 to meet the skippers. Got back, did meet the skippers last night. At 10 o'clock, I posted those to get those finished. I don't have to deal with them. That's just everybody getting introduced in the gym. And then went to bed last night around 10. I finally got to sleep about 1 because when I laid down, my leg was burning, hurting, everything. It was just like I think what happened is I got hot and was sweating. So it was just like sweating in there, you know. But ironically, because I gotta let home health know, ironically, when I sit up, it stopped burning. It's only when I was laying down.
Chipping away.
So you're now still in a full leg wrap?
I'm gonna be in a full leg wrap probably for another month.
Oh, wow.
At least. One kid's name is Captain Best. That's his name, Captain Best. We had one a couple years ago. His name was Skipper Moreland, and it's the Mandeville Skippers.
Let's see, the Lions managed to win last night. Pretty low scoring game, really.
Well, the set, did you watch it?
No,
The last 18 minutes of the game, it was suspended because one of the players got really badly hurt. They had the ambulance on the field and the paramedics were out there working on him. And
Let me look, Dusty. I didn't see that yet.
yeah, 17-10.
it was can you imagine being a fan in the stands and all of a sudden they call the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Oh, go ahead.
I take it because it was all pre-season matches. the Rangers versus the Seahawks didn't go into overtime because they finished 23-23.
It could have been overtime because you go into overtime, but if you don't score,
At the end of overtime, if nobody
they end
scores.
overtime with a tie.
Right.
Something about in football,
Yeah.
they would just keep going, wouldn't they, until somebody scored?
No, they
No, they only pay.
only if it's a playoff game, I think.
Yeah, if it's a playoff game, they got to keep going.
Oh, Dusty, by the way, that's not really a weird controller. That's just a arcade version controller. People used to use them on the I think Sega had them for the Sega back in the day. And I think Nintendo might have had those too. You can still buy them now for newer
The
games.
Eagles won on Friday as well.
There's to give you a more arcade type feeling.
Oh God, the Patriots trounced the Commanders, didn't they? 48-18.
Because I think Sega had a really big one, Dusty. It was like that. It was an 8-button with the joystick. I've seen them in person before. I just never owned one. This is my last night before I gotta go. And I can stay up late. Back to work on Monday. Why don't you play fighting? I don't know. I just don't like them. Not my kind of games. I don't think anybody really knew how to play Street Fighter or freaking Mortal Kombat back in the day. You just mashed buttons until you did something. I knew a couple of the combos, like the finishers, but I didn't know what the hell I ever was doing on those games. I just been freaking hitting buttons. I don't know tortillas, do we? So,
Oh, Paul, the other part of it, right? I said, if I took your picture today, go back at that list and put your number next to it. I got confused at the bottom of the list. I got 12 names on the bottom of the list. I didn't shoot that picture yesterday. It was 12 people just went and put their name on the list. Make
Hold
me
on,
think they're
so
junior high or something.
you had people write their names on a list, but then you thought it was your picture list?
No, I had a picture list. What happened was I told them, I said, look, since I'm retaking your pictures right now and they changed numbers around, the coach said, I changed some numbers. I'll get you a new list. I said, okay. I said, look, here's a picture list I got that I put out. I said, I need your name, your grade, and your number. Like that. They all put their grade, nobody put their number. So I went off on them when they were sitting in the stands in the heat, right? I went off on them. I said, go back and put your name on there if I took your picture today. If your name's on there, on that list, that you wrote your name on that list, I want your jersey number on it, next to it. Like that. I went off on them for a couple minutes. I said, I'm tired of having to do this crap because I said, y'all in high school. The coach turned around, looked at me like, damn, he pissed off, you know? And then I at the bottom of the list, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. I didn't take their picture, but they went back and wrote their name on there and their number.
Oh, they were the only ones listening, obviously.
Apparently, but no, they weren't listening that good.
Well, maybe they thought that everybody just had to do it, and that's why they went and did it.
I said 3 times, if I took your picture today,
I don't know.
Mm.
you know, it's like, I said, it's on the sheet, guys. I said, the sheet says that. It makes it easy for me to know the number's going to match up with the name, and I don't have to hear a mom call me up and say, hey, that's not my son. I said, if I don't know you, I can't figure who you are. You know, that's what I said.
Sounds
I have
about
no
right.
idea with the new people that are here that haven't played before, who you are, you know? It was,
But then nobody actually took pictures of, put their name on the list.
now the ones that did the pictures, they got their names and their grade, but not the physical number that they were wearing. And I know 3 of them are changed. And the ones that even if they did or didn't, I'm sure glad that they have rosters with names because I can't read half of them.
So did you get a picture of your girlfriend or no?
What girlfriend?
What are you talking
The
about?
hottie that works at the hospital.
I didn't take her picture.
I know, that's what I was asking you.
I should have took her picture because she was looking different yesterday. She looked like she realized now she's on a prowl or something. She looked real nice yesterday.
What, the one that came to your house?
No, the one that is
That
the
tried
CEO
to
at the
take her to the
hospital
hospital. Tried to take
that
him to
told
the
me
hospital.
that she was going to take care of me if I needed her to.
Mm.
Let some CEO offer to take care of me. I'll give a shit if it's a dude. I'm doing it. Taking that money.
That's all right. Next Saturday night, we're going to be doing the blue and white scrimmages. Look out.
Shit, fuck around. CEO offers me, take care of me. I'll be right over there. Oh, I'm so hurt. Only
Well,
thing that will make me feel better is a new Mercedes. Oh.
looks like Michigan's first college football is on Saturday, the 30th
Again,
of August, and you've got Western Michigan playing Michigan State.
when is this?
Hmm?
When?
Saturday, the 30th.
Okay. Don't let Lance in.
Looks like the college football start. Well, they've got week 0 for some reason or other on Saturday, the 23rd. But there's not all that many games on that weekend.
I got to ask Lance a question when he comes in.
Go ahead. I'm here.
So my question is this: the kids that go to school with you, okay?
Yeah.
If you put a list there and it says, I need a name, a grade, and the jersey number that you're wearing, right?
Yep.
How many of them would forget to put the jersey number?
I would say 0.
Well, I had 12
Wow.
out of 12.
No, I would say they all would.
Well, then maybe it's just football players, you know, these football players.
And so now what do you do?
No, I'm all right. Me and the coach looked at them all yesterday.
Oh,
Went through them and double checked.
How many pictures did you take?
How
Or how many
many I did
kids?
yesterday?
Yeah.
There was a bunch.
Team going to be any good?
I have no idea. I think they will.
Now, if they can't follow simple picture instructions, think they're going to do when they're trying to follow complex plays.
Ah,
But they seen by voters.
What happened here? I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened here. And I'm getting mad.
a little bit brisk out this morning again.
Oh, it's chilly up there in the northwest.
I can't wait till wintertime.
It is, but it's nice and sunny, but feels like cold.
I love Florida winters.
Well, so
Justin, how do the dogs do out in the heat?
They're fine.
No, they go out and come right back in again, do they?
Tyson, well, no, they hang out outside for a while, but they'll bark at the door when they're ready to come in.
Oh, okay.
2 more days off. Justin?
Just today and tomorrow, and then I go back Monday.
Yep.
Night's my last night to stay up late.
What time's your first run?
We have to be at the bus stop at 5.
Ooh, that's gonna be ugly for you on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be all right.
So what do you get up at 4?
Yeah, I get up at 4. Usually get to the bus yard about 4:20 or so. I get paid the minute I step on the bus, so.
Do they have a canteen at the bus yard?
No, they have some vending machines inside the office, but they're not. The office ain't open that early in the morning. But you can stop at gas stations if you want to stop and get something. I usually stop at Wawa, which is across the street from the bus yard, before I go in.
Yeah.
lovely to have you. Thank you.
Plus, one of our transfer stops where we have to stop at a Sunoco gas station and sit there for 15 minutes anyway and wait for a transfer bus to get there every morning. So
Oh, so you can always go in and get something?
yeah, if you gotta go to the bathroom or run in and grab a drink, you got plenty of time.
And you have no kids on the bus then, or you do?
No, we have a few, but only one of us has to be on the bus at a time. So
Gotcha.
if I need to go to the bathroom, as long as the driver's on there, or if the driver needs to go to the bathroom, as long as I'm on there, we can do that.
Okay.
The kids are just not allowed to get off the bus. Under any circumstances, they're not supposed to get off unless it's at the school. Like, we can't escort them into the gas station for them to go into the restroom or nothing.
Yeah. Did they ever ask?
No, not really, because that's the only place we stop at a gas station, and usually it's so early in the morning those guys are all sleeping anyway.
Yeah.
The morning runs are so easy because those kids are all quiet in the morning because they're all dead ass tired, half asleep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't think I'd appreciate having to get up that early to go to school.
well, it'd be fine, but most high school kids won't go to bed till 10, 11 o'clock at night, so that's their own fault.
Yep.
If they went to bed at a decent time, they wouldn't be so damn tired.
I mean, 10, 11, that's early.
How many?
Yeah, but do
How
what?
many of your kids are in wheelchairs?
Won't be a minute, got a phone call.
I only got one. I only have one student in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And I don't have any elementary students this year. So no more car seats. Glad about that.
Uh-huh.
The elementary kids are actually the worst ones on the bus. I mean, they're not bad on my bus. They're not overly bad, but they're the most hyper and energetic ones out of all of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, they'll just assume high school kids are the worst. I'm like, well, they're really not. They're actually the easiest to deal with.
Right, I'm gonna drop off
So,
now. I'll
okay.
see you all later on today.
Okay,
Well-
Mark, see ya.
I mean, did you do elementary? You did middle school, right? Did you ever do elementary, Lance?
I did not, no.
But out of year 2 of the high school, you prefer the high school, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The kid's a lot easier, a little bit
Yes,
more mature.
yes. You know, I thought, because I started in middle school, and I thought, I'm a middle school teacher. I love this. This is awesome. My first year in high school, I thought, what the hell was I thinking?
Mm.
Why in the hell did I do that to
No.
myself, right?
Yeah,
Randy, elementary's the worst, bro, because they have zero common sense. They don't think about anything before they do something.
and
At
then
least the
middle
high
school
school.
kids.
Do
Middle
what?
school kids are hormones on feet.
And usually the high school kids on my bus at the middle schoolers start being loud. They'll tell them to shut the hell up. Like I have a couple high schoolers that were in 11th grade last year, and they didn't put up with no other kids acting rowdy. They would get up, they'd turn around and yell at them. I'd have to get on them for yelling at the other students. I'm like, look, I'll deal with it. Just I don't need you yelling at them, starting a freaking fist fight on the bus. I mean, their
Now, why
intentions
did
were
I
good
take
because
full
they
picture of
just
this
wanted
kid?
a nice, quiet bus ride. They didn't want the
Helmet.
kids being rowdy, right? But
Yep.
they're trying to be quiet and responsible, and those other kids are freaking out.
Paul, did you fly this morning?
He's not there. He's talking to his chair.
Talking to the
Not here, Randy. Our buses are mixed. Some of them will have high school. Some of them will have high school, middle, and elementary all in one bus.
I think he did. 'Cause he
Back
was
when I
editing.
was in school, they were all separated. Like when I was in high school, I never saw any middle school or elementary students on my bus. But now the schools are starting to go where they're so close to getting out together that they have to combine buses. Otherwise, you just have a ridiculous amount of buses. But they are pushing our times back on when the kids go back to school. I think next year. I think they're going to push it back to 9 o'clock instead of 7:30.
I hate that. We switched with the middle schools 2 years ago, and you know, I'm a morning guy, and I loved going early and getting out. You used to get out at 2:05. Now we don't get out till 2:35. No, 2:45 now, and I hate that. And our kids don't start until 8:15. They used to start at 7:30. And now the middle school kids start at
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like right now, the high schoolers, they go really early. The elementary students go an hour after them, and then the middle schoolers, they don't go till 9 o'clock. Like
Wow.
they're the ones that go super late. And I'm like, why is middle school of all the schools like?
Well,
Yeah.
Lance, let me tell you this schedule. This is Mandeville's new schedule, right?
Yeah.
7:25 to 8:55 first block. 7:25 to 8:55, first block.
Okay.
9 to 10:30, second block. 10:35 to 11 is the first is the app period. Don't know what that's for.
It's an
And then they
elective
got
probably.
11:05 to 1 o'clock is third block. First lunch goes 11:05 to 11:30. Second lunch is 11:30 to 1. And then the fourth block is 1:05 to 2:35. So they only have 4 classes built into it a day.
Now that
Yeah.
one you were talking about, Joe, that's probably an elective like wood shop or band or something like that. It's not.
It's probably what they call a advisory period, Justin,
Yeah.
where everyone kind of goes and they do, they're supposed to do, self improvement type of stuff. Every
I don't
teacher
know.
does, and it's just a waste of time.
Like we used to do 4 classes a day when I was in high school, and each one was an hour and a half long.
Yep,
And you
that's
had
what my daughter.
This is an hour and a
That's
half
what my
now.
daughter did.
and we
My
had
daughter did that.
yeah, and we had a total of 6 classes, but we only did 4 a day. So we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. And so, and that would, rotate every day. And so that's what you would ask somebody, what rotation are we on? And they would
Yeah,
tell you.
My daughter did 8 classes, 4 one day, 4 the next.
Yeah, and then ours would we had, like I said, we had a total of 6 core classes, and then we would do 4 a day, but it would rotate.
Uh-huh.
So one day you would have 1 through 4, the next day you would have 5 through 2, and then 3 through 6.
Yeah. Our first lunch used to be 10:30. But now that we've changed schedule, it's not until 11:15. But most of our kids, because first lunch was always our biggest lunch, kids would eat at 10:30 in the morning until 11, and then they couldn't really eat until after school.
We only had 1 lunch period at our school, but we only had like maybe 1,500 students. We didn't have a lot.
Yeah. We have 1,400 and we have 2 lunches.
Like 1,500 is kind of small for California schools. Like, there's some that have like 2,000-3,000 kids.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Like my cousin's school in Ventura, I think they had 4,500. And then the school, when I went for a year to my cousin's, because my dad was doing a bunch of out of town stuff, so I actually went to school down in San Diego for my 10th grade year, and I stayed for a year with my cousin and my uncle and my aunt. And when I was down there, that school had 3,600 or something like that, and we had 1 principal, and then we had 4 vice principals, and depending on which letter your last name started with, that's what principal you went to. So they had the alphabet broke up in 4 chunks. And then
it would have been easier to put them in grade level than that.
Yeah, that's the way they did it.
The grade level. Yeah.
Like when you would go to when you would go to the vice principal's office, it would have their name, and then it would have the letters,
Sure.
know, A through whatever letter
Yep.
up there, and then that's how you knew which one to go to.
We used to have 3 VPs and a principal, and we lost one, so now we only have 2. And one guy takes 9 and 10, the assistant. The other assistant takes 11 and 12, and the principal kind of oversees everything. But
yeah, our school was kind of small for California, though. It wasn't very big.
Yeah, we have 4 levels here in Washington for, for sports. Actually, we have more, but the 4 main ones are A, AA, AAA, and 4A, and we're 3A, so we're AAA. And
I don't remember what rating our school was.
1,400 kids. We used to be 4A when I started here, but we've lost kids probably because of me.
I know our football team fucking sucked. Our football team was horrible. They never won shit. Now our basketball and our track team, they used to win competitions all the time. We had tons of trophies and banners for them, but our football team could never win anything.
When I got here, our football team was pretty decent. Now they're terrible. Basketball's always been good.
Now the town over in Barstow, their football team was vicious, man. But they were in the league above us because our team just sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were really good. Like it almost reminded you going to like a football game at a Texas high school, the way that they would support that team. You would see hundreds of parents going to those games. You go to our football games and there might be like 40, 50 people in the stands, and that's it. There wasn't hardly anybody. Like over half the stands would be empty. Nobody ever went to the football games because they just suck.
Got one kid wearing number 39, right? It's not on my roster. Not on this. Not on any roster. There's no 39.
Your point?
Maybe he's dyslexic, Joe. Maybe he's 93.
No, it's 39. I'm looking right at this bitch.
Well,
And the worst part about it, you ready for this? On the bottom of the list, I've got a kid named Steiner Seal, and he wrote 89 on it. And I didn't have another 89. How much you want to bet that he looked down and put 89? 89 is Steiner Seal, but that's not him. I know it's not him. So somehow this kid's not on my roster.
Send it to the coach.
Call the coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the coach. Say, who is this? This one, there's no number on here, and there's no other name to match. Yeah, I got one name. No, that's not. I got a name that says 18. Boy, if it's this kid Gavin, and he wrote 18 by his name, that might be his old jersey number.
Oh,
I got
they,
no 18s in it either.
they changed numbers.
Well, he changed a couple of numbers.
I don't think Washington State does double two-a-days anymore. How about you guys?
doesn't do what?
Two-a-days. Practice in
that?
the morning, practice in the afternoon
Ah,
during the summertime.
I don't know what our schools do, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to the sports team.
How about you, Joe?
None of my
Yeah,
kids-
they used to do 2-a-days in the beginning of the summer. Once they get to a certain point, they can't. They only give them so
Yeah.
many days they can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
none of
and
my
that's what-
kids do sports. So.
That's what we used to do, but when kids started dying because of the heat, Washington said no, we're not going to do that anymore. A lot of states did that. Dropped
I don't
out.
know because none of my kids do sports. Thomas is in ROTC, and Kelsey, she has no interest in doing any extracurricular activities. The one kid I thought would be like balls to the wall in high school, she don't care. She doesn't want to ever do nothing. Thomas, he jumped into chess club, robotics club. The one that Heath was the one I thought wouldn't do anything.
Uh-huh.
And he joined like 3 different clubs, and he joined ROTC for the last 2 years. Yeah, he's been in everything. He went all nerd status in high school. And then Aubrey, she's still in elementary, so she's not really into doing anything yet. She hasn't got to middle or high school yet.
What grade is she in?
She's in 5th grade this year,
Fifth grade.
so she'll be going to middle school next year.
So middle school is 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yep.
That's what it is here.
And in some places, they started combining elementary and middle schools. They just separate the campus. Like my old middle school and elementary school in California, they ended up combining them, but they have separate campuses. The only thing they share is the auditorium / lunchroom. That's the only thing that they share, but it's all gated off. They're all separated by gates and everything.
That's the way it was when I went to school in Garfield School, which is right behind me. It was all the way through 8th grade, but there was a separation between elementary was down at one level and middle school was up a level.
I honestly don't. I never understood the reason why having 3 different sets of schools in 3 different locations where you got to maintain 3 different pieces of property. It's like, why not just combine them all into one big ass school and just keep them separated?
Yep.
Like, I don't understand
That's
why
what
they
did
need.
here. They had them separated.
Yeah,
In other
why
words,
they?
The office was right up from the auditorium. And if you went to the right down that hallway, that was middle school. If you went to the left down that hallway, that was elementary school.
Yeah, it's sad if you drive by my old middle school now. It looks all run down and they don't do anything with it anymore. It looks like it's been abandoned for 20 years. They just use it for storage for the district now in California.
Well, the school just behind my house, you guys might remember, I flew a drone because they were celebrating their 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
We remember.
But
And you didn't get your disc back.
Nope, still didn't hear it.
yeah, I never understood that. I just don't know why they just didn't want to make massive schools. Just put them all together.
So my wife's school, there's only one of 3 elementaries in the district that go K-8. Most of them go K-5. And her school be the first year they have 8th graders because it's a new school. It's a rebuilt school. So first year they went K-6, second year K-7, third year, which is this year, K-8. And my wife doesn't like that. Doesn't like the middle school kids here.
Well, see, the way that they did my old school, they would never see each other. They had their own offices, everything, and the entire campus was separated. So you'd never see them. The elementary kids don't have any interaction with the middle schoolers at all, and vice versa.
Older kids are upstairs.
Like I said, the only thing they shared was the lunchroom and the auditorium. That was it. But they would time it in a way that they never saw each other. So. But yeah, they built a new elementary school here, and then they've completely leveled 2 of our elementary schools and rebuilt them multi-story because they obviously don't have no room to go out because they're old schools that were established a long time ago. So they had to completely level them and start from scratch.
That's what they did with my wife's school.
Yeah, they've done two of our elementary schools already, and I think they're planning on doing the 3rd elementary school, and then they built a brand new elementary school over in another part of our city. As of just the amount of people are moving here, so. Like they redid Albert Elementary, which is not too far from my house, and it went from just 1-story buildings. Now it's a 3-story, multi-story buildings.
Outbound State of Michigan for South Dog 1130, followed by slow moving tug Kathy Lynn pushing 2 barges.
One kid, one number. What's it look like? I can't get over the fact that on the rosters there's no 39 on none of the rosters. No 39.
No, I'm not talking about ROTC, Dusty, as being a nerd. I'm talking about all the other stuff you got into. I mean, I'm not mad at him about it. I'm glad he actually found some stuff he likes to do, but he wasn't the one I thought would be like that in high school. I thought my daughter would be like that because she was very outgoing when she was little. And then she just became kind of a shut-in when she became a teenager. It's like Avril Lavigne back in the 90s. So she reminds me of. Or what's her name from 10 Things I Hate About You? The older sister. That's what Kelsey reminds me of.
You know, that was filmed right here in Tacoma at Stadium High School.
Oh,
I
that high
did not-
school is so cool looking too.
I did not watch that movie. I need to watch it.
I just love that high school that
Yeah,
they use because it's like this old, I don't know, kind of castle type feel to it.
yep. Overlooks Commencement Bay.
And that's how they always portray a lot of I would say 90s movies. They portrayed a lot of high schools to be like buildings like that, and they weren't. They were nothing like that.
You should see the inside, Justin. They look like the classrooms when you walk in. The doors look like law office doors. I mean, thick, dark wood. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah,
Very cool high school.
most high schools, half the buildings are freaking portable units. They end up putting in.
The staircases, there's 5 stories. The staircases are round and not round, but they're square, but they're, they circle like that all the way to the top. So you can look over the edge and see the bottom. It's cool. And there's only 5 stories in 2 parts of the school. There's mostly only 4 stories.
That's still cool though, because you don't see many high schools that are that tall, like that big.
Yeah.
Like half my high school was just a bunch of portable buildings. We had like 15 portable buildings that were used as classrooms because they didn't have enough room in the actual real buildings. But our school would go through kind of decent influxes. Like sometimes we'd be at like 1,500 students, sometimes we'd be at like 1,300 because we constantly had transfers coming in and out from the military bases. Because the majority of almost every kid that went to my school, their parents were either lifetime employees for the military or their parents were in the military. So we actually had 4 MPs on our base that were stationed at our school at all times. And then we also had a county sheriff. So you couldn't do nothing on our school, man. They were all the time walking around everywhere.
From second grade until my junior year, the summer of my senior year, I moved. But I lived in a military town, and 80% of the kids were military. So kid would be there one year and the next year he would be gone, because the dad would be transferred somewhere. So it was very transient.
Yeah, there was a few hundred of us that were like we did most of our years there, except for my 10th grade year. Obviously, I had to go to San Diego, but there was a 300 maybe 400 of us that never went anywhere because our parents worked for the military. They weren't in the military, so we didn't have to move around. But yeah, I met so many people, dude. You'd meet them and they were really cool, and you'd hang out with them for the year, and then you come back from summer and they were gone. Never saw them again.
Yep. And I had 5 classmates' dads not come back from Vietnam.
Oh, wow. Yeah, military schools with the military kids, it does suck because you meet friends and then they're gone as quick as you meet them.
And then I moved my senior year I went to a high school down in Kent, Washington, which is 2 hours away from Oak Harbor, which is where I grew up. But when I go back to my reunions, I usually go to both, but I have more fun at Oak Harbor where I grew up with the kids.
Yeah, you couldn't do nothing at our school. Our school was butted up against a Marine base fence.
Yeah.
And like I said, we had 4 MPs, armed MPs on campus at all times, along with the sheriff and then, or the deputy. And then we were out our school was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There wasn't really anything around except for a couple gas stations about a quarter mile down the road. And then you had like Peggy Sue's Diner.
Yeah.
And yeah, they would call on you if you somehow got out of the school and ditched. Most of the kids would go down to the gas station. They'd immediately call the school on you. And then here come the MPs coming down the road. All right, get in the car. And then they'd fucking get in school suspension. That's if you were able to even get out of there without them seeing you. Like, yeah, they were like all the gates, they had that school locked down all the time.
We had a covered carport for the smokers right on campus. And you would it was right next to the gym. And you would walk by, and you parked behind the gym, the kids did. Then you had to walk into the building. So you would walk by all the stoners every day. They're smoking out there, and they can't do that now, but they did that back in the 70s.
Oh, our teachers had a smoking area they used to go to.
This is kids.
Oh yeah, you would definitely not today. Now, when I was in high school, the kids that did smoke used to go out and they would go out to the baseball field and sit in the dugouts.
Yeah.
Because one of the one dugout wasn't facing the school, so you couldn't see inside of it unless you actually walked out there. But they would always go out there and check. Dude, they used to catch kids out there all the time doing shit.
Sure.
They weren't stupid.
The teachers would smoke in the teachers' lounge, and up until my second year of teaching, 1984, they outlawed smoking in any part of a school. So the teachers would have to walk off campus, sit on the corner of McDonald's across the street.
Oh, our teachers used to go back behind the portable buildings and smoke.
Yeah.
Just nobody just really paid attention to it. They just ignored it.
I can't believe my very first year you'd walk into that staff lounge, be full of smoke. I never
think about it too. Back in the day, you used to be able to smoke on planes. You'd be in the hospital smoking.
Yeah.
Fucking doctor would be in the room with you, explaining what was going on with you while he was puffing a cigarette.
Yep.
You need to be more healthy about your body. He's blowing secondhand smoke in your face.
Yeah. My parents would have the windows rolled up, driving down the freeway, smoking like crazy. We'd be in the back seat in our station wagon, breathing all that in.
That's like something you don't see in cars anymore. Remember when they used to have ashtrays and lighters? You don't see that anymore.
No, they don't, do they? Same thing with planes.
Yeah, unless you're in an old enough plane. I was actually in an older plane when we flew to. Was it when I flew to California? I think this was before I was with Sarah, and it was an older plane, and they still had the ashtrays in the seat, but they were like welded shut. Couldn't open them or anything.
And back in the day, used to make in wood shop or your metal shop or whatever, you would make ashtrays for your parents. So a kid will bring me something they made that kind of looks like an ashtray, and they show it to me in class now. And it's like, I'd tell them that story. I say, yeah, back in the day when I did this, we would make ashtrays.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was asking Thomas because he wanted to do something else this year. I said, do you guys not have wood shop or auto shop at your school? He said,
we don't have auto shop. We have wood shop. That'll be gone. I think the woodshop teacher is going to retire this year. They'll take woodshop out as soon as he steps out the door. They're waiting for him to get out, and they'll replace it with something like robotics, something like that. 3D printing, robotics, that type of class. We do not have auto shop. I think there's 5 comprehensive high schools in Tacoma. I think 2 of them have auto shop. I don't think the other.
My high
do.
school had auto shop back when I was in high school. I don't know if they still have it or not. But
And I don't think all 5 have wood shop. I think maybe 4 or 5 have a wood shop.
We used
see,
to
I-
have 2 different HUDs, you know, the rounded places out back of the school over here. One was wood shop and the other one was metal shop.
Yep.
yeah, we
That's
never
what
had
we had.
metal shop.
We had metal shop as well.
But they would teach you how to weld in auto shop. That was one of the things they would teach you how to do. But our wood shop was really cool. So we actually had back when I was in high school, I was actually one of the foremen for our wood shop in 11th grade. And we actually had a catalog, and people could come in, and we had a certain things in the catalog you could order. And the only thing you had to pay for was the material. And we would build it for you, and then we would get graded. So if somebody wanted to order a granddaddy clock, like a parent or something, they
Yeah.
could come in, they could pick it, and then a student would get tasked with doing it, and he would build it, and the only thing the parent had to pay for was the material.
Very
Do it.
nice.
And then we would, that would be part of your grade. You would get graded or extra credit if you had already done your stuff for the year. So it was nice. It was a really cool setup the way they used to do it.
And then we
East
have
Coast says he took wood shop. They made cabinets and paddles that were used on him.
a.
I made 2 or 3 little mini granddaddy clocks, like ones that hang on the wall.
Uh-huh.
I made 2 or 3 of the, I think 2, maybe 3 of them when I was in the wood shop.
Ooh. So y'all don't know if y'all been watching the news, right? But Trump's supposed to be meeting with Putin, right? Next
Yeah,
week
in Alaska.
in Alaska, right?
Oh, wow.
And Putin said that he wants to negotiate some land from the Ukraine and stuff like this, and he'll stop everything, right? Zelensky came on yesterday and says, "We're not doing none of that," you know, and he started giving all kind of bullshit about it, right? We're not agreeing to none of that. It's about what it's about, right? Breaking. Pentagon has been authorized to move weapons and equipment originally designated to Ukraine back to USA stockpiles. So we done pulled all our weaponry. We're gonna give them out, leave them on their own.
Oh, well, I'm surprised they were meeting in Alaska. I figured they would have met in a neutral country in one of the NATO countries.
Well, I saw
Like Poland
Joe.
or
I
something.
saw it was a news article on the news just recently, had pictures of who was occupying what land, and they said that they were just going to swap the land that was Russian for the land that is Ukrainian.
Justin, have you been to Alaska? That is neutral.
No, I haven't
Yeah.
been there. I haven't been to Alaska or Hawaii. That's the only 2 states I haven't been to. I've been to every other state though.
Glad you like it. I told him, I said, I could probably have your headshots by tomorrow. He said, that sounds perfect. I said, I'm glad you like it. That's how it was going to be anyway.
No, I figured they would have met in like Poland or Germany or one of those countries.
Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah, I figured one of them countries they would have met in. Not
I
freaking
don't think I've been to
Alaska.
Wyoming. Wyoming on the West Coast, that's probably the only state I haven't been to on this side.
Well, there was a news report not too long ago, Joe, that Putin has people on his side that want to take Alaska back from us.
Yeah, good fucking walk.
That'll never happen.
Leave the upper half of the river.
Okay.
That's not happening.
If he's been fighting for almost 4 years in Ukraine and can't even take them, what in his right mind thinks he's going to take on the U.S. military in Alaska? Like, seriously.
Exactly.
And they would fuck
Exactly.
his army up. The thing what people don't realize too is Russia might have been powerful at one point back in like the 80s, 70s, but that's when that's a majority of their equipment is still from that era. They have not kept up pace with the US when it comes to technology. There's only been a few things that they've kept up with, but it's so minor, it's not going to make a big difference in a major war. Like everybody's like, oh, they got supersonic missiles. So what? That's one thing. You don't think the U.S. doesn't have them? U.S. was playing like, oh yeah, we don't have our own. Yeah, okay. Y'all been working on that shit since like the 50s on supersonic shit. You're telling me you ain't come up with a missile yet already? Russia is a paper tiger. That's what I call them. Because like I said, if the U.S. would have been in the same position as Russia taking Ukraine, it would have took us a couple weeks. Now, would we have faced guerrilla warfare like we did in Afghanistan, Iraq? Of course we would have. But we would have took that entire country within a couple of weeks. No problem. I guarantee it. Because we know how to coordinate our forces a lot better as well. The Navy, the Air Force, the Army, they all know how to work together in conjunction with each other.
Yeah, I got something to show y'all. It's kind of important. Watch the arms. Did it do yet?
No.
Go. Watch the arms. Watch the arms. They're going down. Watch. They're going down. Look, the mouth's opening up. Look. Look, he's going to sleep. And he says he don't sleep on the channel. Look. Look, knocked out.
You just been
Knocked
clipping everybody the last couple days.
Look, there he goes.
He's got Donald clip saying he wants to get rear-ended.
Yeah. He went to sleep, Paul.
Well, the thing of it is I was scanning back and forth trying to figure out, because I didn't see anything that you just showed.
No way you didn't see that.
It didn't. No, it didn't come up on my screen. It just had us until on the screen, and I've got Zoom, and then I went back over here to Premium to YouTube, and it's not there either.
Hold on, let me go. Can you see the screen now, Sharon?
Yep, it says you're sharing.
Okay.
And it's got
Can you
you
see
and
it?
I.
Yeah, look at your arms going down. You're going to sleep. Look, watch. Look now, mouth's opening up. There go the arms.
Okay, guys. Frogger Part 2. Wish me luck.
Knocked out, Paul.
Here I go. Lane 1, success.
You were sleeping for a minute and a half.
Lane 2, success. Lane 3. Oh, gotta go back.
Back.
Forward.
Skip to the side.
Back 4. Go back. I gotta go back. Lane 5.
But the thing is, Al, is they've lost almost 400,000 people in a 4-year period, and they've lost a significant amount of their tanks. It's estimated around 3,000 of Russia's tanks have been destroyed already. The thing
how many soldiers did Russia lose in the war?
They estimated around 400,000.
Whoa.
Dude, we were in a 20-year war in 2 different countries, and I think we lost, 3,000 or 6,000, something like that. Now, that was just deaths. I'm not counting injuries, but.
Well, they were, what do you call it when they just take them in?
POW.
No, when they In other words, like they go into a town that says you, and you're in the military, you're in the military, you're
Conscripting.
conscription. Yes.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, we haven't even been giving Ukraine our best weapons. Like, we've been giving them just kind of shit that they were going to decommission anyway. So, and they were absolutely fucking up Russia's shit. So that just goes to show you the difference in quality of weapons. I'm just saying, I think Russia's, I don't know. I don't think they're all that at the end of the day, to be honest. And there's a difference in the way that they run their military, right? Where our military allows, like, say, when Joe was in the Marines, right, and he was a sergeant, he's on the ground. Joe can make snap decisions right there on the battlefield to make a difference of, right there in the thing. He doesn't have to call and get permission to do something. Where like Russia and China have a very top down or top, like, what do you want to, this top decision making type military where everything has to come from the top. They want to drive a mile down the road, they have to get permission from somebody at the top first. They don't allow their commanders on the ground to make snap decisions in order to make a decisive move. And I mean, yeah, we did leave equipment in Afghanistan, but that didn't fucking deplete our equipment by any means. I mean, the U.S. has like almost 400,000 armored vehicles alone. Even if we left 10,000 of them there, it wouldn't have made a big dent in our inventory. I don't know, it's just my opinion at the end of the day. Everybody's got their own opinion on it. And I don't think China's a huge threat at the moment because they just don't have the military experience. When's the last time China was in a war? Back in like the 50s, I think. I don't know, Al. I think you're underestimating us quite a bit. Like I say, it's just my opinion, though. I'm not saying that's fact. Like, one of the things that China is doing with their aircraft carriers is it's almost like they're too afraid to go too far from their coastlines. All the training they do is within a couple hundred miles of their coastline because they want to be able to land their planes at an airport if something happens on the boat. And it's like I said, it's almost like they're too scared to go too far from their shores. I was watching a video about that too, how they were talking about how they've been training on their aircraft carriers. Daniel Davis, hold on. Let me look at it. Let's see who that is. Yeah, I mean, I've seen military experts on YouTube that are former military in different, different levels and stuff, and they both have said opposite things. So I guess it's just how you And let's face it, the only reason China's Navy is considered the biggest now is because they call every damn little fishing boat a fucking naval vessel. Well, when it comes to actual displacement and tonnage, we were actually twice theirs. That's actually how they measure. One of the metrics they use to measure a Navy is by how much tonnage, how much water they displace. We're like over 4, was it 4 million or something? And they're only at like 2 million. Because China actually has a lot of patrol vessels. It's like almost 200, I think.
All awake.
Paul,
Yeah. Now I'm looking at my bank account. It says it's none of it's adding up.
Does it get dark up there by 4:30 in the wintertime, Paul?
Yeah, 4:30, 4:45, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Yeah. Florida doesn't understand that.
Well, Florida has more sunshine longer, right?
Uh-huh. They probably get dark at maybe 6.
yeah.
But we have more daylight in the summertime because it doesn't get dark here until 10 o'clock at night on June 20th. But on December 20th, it's probably about 4:30. In a few minutes, I'm going to have to interrupt this regularly scheduled program.
You got to go.
Yeah, I'm going to do my announcement. So I'll do my commercial when I get closer to the house.
Okay, all right.
I'm about 5 minutes away, maybe a little less. Depends on how fast I walk.
Joe's been kind of putting off flying the V-copter.
I've been
Because he
busy.
can't. He doesn't know how. He's a rookie. He's a newbie.
Yeah, right. You could have it. You want it?
I'll fly it upside down. Send it to me.
You want it with my googly eyes on it?
I'm waiting
Googly
for
eyes?
you to. I'm waiting for you to man up and fly the Avata too.
Aren't those the front sensors?
No, the black is the front sensors. I put those white eyes on it
Oh,
because Johnny's got the same one. I want to make sure you don't take mine.
well, you still got to fly it inside that tug and get your other drone back, right?
Yeah, right. That's gonna happen.
I'm amazed at this point somebody hasn't gone down there and got it.
It's not
Maybe
safe.
they have. We don't know.
What you don't know at this point in time if it's still there.
You get a little kid. You get like a middle school kid that's all of 65 pounds. Row him up to the edge, have him step on it, run in there real quick, give him $50.
what are you trying to do?
Get
Well,
his drone
he lost his drone inside that tug offshore there. And they still nobody's gone in to get it.
So this is the best time. Grab a football player that has a little brother and say, hey, your brother want to make $50? Find a rowboat, a wooden one, not a plastic one, so it pops when you hit the side of the tugboat.
What are you talking about, Dusty?
Somebody
Avada
gonna get
2.
the Avada 2 out the tugboat.
No, I was asking Dusty what he was talking about.
Oh.
He was talking to me in the chat.
Yeah, y'all worried about it more than I am.
Well, it's just that we, in my
I
mind,
can't
Joe,
fly it.
I don't fly the Avata, but I know that somebody would like to have it, and it's just sitting there.
They can't fly it. It's been bricked.
Yeah, he would have to call DJI
You
and
can
tell
call
them.
and have it unbricked.
Yeah, but
No, I
it'd have to
can't
be.
because I paid $199 to get a new one. They won't
Oh,
unbrick it.
I thought you did it through your State Farm. No.
I had both. I got State
Exactly.
Farm
Yeah.
for it, and I bought the other one.
So it's got good parts on it though, right?
Yeah, it have replacement parts. That's about the only thing.
Battery, $150 battery.
Yeah, one battery
$30
probably
chip.
good.
$30 SD card.
It'd be some things. You could take all the motors off and keep them,
Props and everything. Yep.
Yeah,
Rocks.
but you would have to know how to fix it in order for you to keep for those parts to be valuable.
Hey, Joe is a 3D master. He could figure it out.
And plus, not to
Bullshit
mention,
with that 3D Master shit.
and
They're
not to
trying to figure this
mention,
out.
could you just take one of those parts off and plug it into another one and it work? Or those
Yeah, I don't know.
parts programmed for a specific
Well,
drone?
when they brick it, all they do is they brick the brain, right? They don't brick
Yeah,
anything else.
Yeah,
the
but
computer
each-
part of it, I'm pretty sure the old 4 unit, old 3 unit on it probably won't work again. See that right there?
Yeah.
That's the clip I designed to put on that controller, right? Now
Yeah.
that's what it looked like when I came out of it, right? To make it work, it's got to look like this.
I think he needs to fly a low flight V copter over the football players,
Yeah, that's what I need.
about head level.
Right when he throws the ball.
Yep. Maybe neck level. Fly
Yeah,
neck
even
level.
if you were 30 feet in the air, that'd be Joe's luck. They would end up hitting it with the football because those players would be aiming for that fucking drone. Let's see if we can hit
Oh, I
it. Maybe that. Oops, accidentally kicked it out of the air. I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, here's my commercial. Who wants to see it?
And that fits tight.
No,
That's good.
I got burnt out on playing that. I haven't played that in a couple weeks.
I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I gotta go jump in the shower.
Okay, Lance.
I've just been doing the 5M servers for GTA. Going back to what I was originally doing on YouTube when I started my gaming channel. I got more views when I did that too. Like the shorts, man, I've been getting a lot of people coming into my shorts feed since I started redoing GTA again.
Oh, God darn.
The one I did the other night, I got 106 views. And I got 80 views on one and 88 on another, just from the shorts feeds.
Hey, Leah. Hey, girl.
Last night I didn't get
Go get
very
a drink.
many,
Go get
but
a
not a
drink.
lot was going on. And I didn't realize there was an event going on in the server, and I couldn't find nobody. Turned out they were all bunched up down in a part of the map. I didn't know they were down there because on our server it said that it was today the event, but
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it.
yeah, I'm
What you
gonna
gonna call it,
probably go live again tonight, Al, on there.
Okay, we'll see all of you again later today. Justin, are you going to be around or no?
Yeah. I'll be
Okay.
around.
All right. We'll see everybody later this afternoon, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Bye for now.